Perfect. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. I know it can be hard. Some of you done some party yesterday, I think. So today I'm going to talk about confidential AI. But first, let me ask you one question. Who in this audience is using AI like ChatGPT? I think everybody. Okay, second question. Who is using the free account of ChatGPT? Yeah, no, it's not a problem. Okay, thanks. So you need to keep in mind that each time you are using free AI like ChatGPT, you are feeding the OpenAI model. And if one day something happens like a big data leak, and it happened with DeepSeek, you will but you will release all your private data. And it's exactly the topic of today, confidential AI. So over the next 10 minutes, I will talk a bit about the IXX history, confidential computing, because you need to understand what is confidential computing first before talking about confidential AI, and we're going to talk too about use cases. But first, quick overview. We started in 2017. We are OG in crypto. We passed through 2 bear markets, then decentralized marketplace, blockchain, and confidential computing, and everything comes together. It comes together and leads to the trust layer for deepin and AI. But let's go straight to the point. Let's be a bit technical. What is confidential computing? Typical security measures protect data at rest. It means encrypted and stored in a server. Or protect data in transit. It means when the data is traveling through different networks. But the real problem is how you can protect data in use. For an application or a software, the application needs to see the data to use it. And it means that the data remain unencrypted in the memory. And it's exactly where the malicious attack can happen. And it's why we need confidential computing. Confidential computing protects data in use. It's a hardware-based technology. Don't worry, it's the most technical slide. It's only one. It's a hardware-based technology. We are using chipset, Intel chipset, and in this chipset, there is a small part of the memory able to create what we call an enclave. An enclave is basically a vault where everything that happens in it remains private and confidential. Even the owner of the node, the sysadmin, the cloud admin, can't see what happened in it, can alter the data. There is 2 key features. Isolation. As I said, enclave isolates the computing process and the data through physical partitioning. And attestation report. It's really important because you need to prove that, you need to verify the trustworthiness of the remote execution. You need to prove that the data has been computed in this enclave. And regarding IXX, if we are zooming in this IXX TEEs, Trusted Execution Environment, we are running 2 things in this enclave. Database, you can store any private key, secret, API key, whatever you want. It's a database running in this vault, and it remains totally confidential. And we can run IXX application able to compute any kind of data in this private environment. That's pretty cool. We are using 2 technologies, SGX and right now a brand new one. I think it started in 2023 as TDX, Trust Domain Extension. Basically, in this enclave, in this black box, with SGX you can protect an application. But with TDX, it's better because you can run an entire virtual machine in this enclave, so you can run whatever you want, any kind of application. So you understand now what is confidential computing, protecting data in use. What we've done at IXX, we added the Web3, the blockchain layer, and able to tokenizing data, regain ownership, and add some governance rules. Because application running in this enclave, you can set some governance rule, like who will use it, who is able to compute some data, and even set a price. And the merge between confidential computing and Web3, the blockchain layer, is decentralized confidential computing. But you may think like, okay, Martin, that's cool, but it sounds really complicated. Confidential computing, it's maybe only for hardcore developer. Not at all. We abstracted all the complexity of the confidential computing, and we have two tools at IXSec. Data protector, able to create some protected data. So it's an end-to-end encryption tool, able to encrypt data. And IAP generator, it's a CLI command tool able to bootstrap any privacy preserving application in a minute. So on the side, you've got data protector, able to create some protected data, encrypted data. And on the other side, you have IAP generator able to create some application compatible with this TEE environment, and I think you get it. These applications are able to compute this protected data. So you keep the whole chain of trust, the full chain of trust, from I'm protecting my data and I compute my data with these two amazing tools. We've got some existing use case, really interesting. We've got Web3 messaging. It's a way to send email or Telegram message to an Ethereum address without knowing or storing the email or the Telegram handle. That's pretty cool. Content delivery, it's a way to transfer data and monetize data within the Web3 ecosystem. Like, imagine I've got my legal or health personal data. I would be able to protect my data and monetize it to someone. Like, you want to train your AI model with my private data, you could do that without seeing my data, thanks to our technology. And your IAP, so we've got IAP generator, as I said, and you can bootstrap any application, and then you can, one command line IAP deploy, you are able to deploy it in this confidential environment, TEE. So let's talk a bit about AI. When I started, I asked a question, who in the audience using ChatGPT, OpenAI, and the free account, and a lot of companies are using currently a free account of OpenAI. It means if an employee is providing some private data from the company to an OpenAI model, stuff like that, you can have some trouble. And 40% of organizations reported AI-related privacy breach. So it's even more important with the AI agent. We are entering in a new age. You know what is an AI assistant, but right now we are using everyday AI agents. And honestly, I'm working with AI agent every day. What is an AI agent? It's basically AI power able to take decision on the behalf on behalf of human. They are capable to chain action. They are able to interact with your own tools. Like you can plug AI to your Gmail account, to your Google Agenda, or whatever you want. And if you want, with this AI agent, more accurate answer, more personalized experience, it means you need to provide a lot of private data. And I invite you to make a test. You can ask ChatGPT, like, could you define my profile based on what you know about me? And you will definitely be scared. Like, then it know everything about you, because you are feeding it every day. And it's why it's become really critical, privacy with AI. It's why we are providing confidential AI. Like, you know now what is decentralized confidential computing. It's an infrastructure. And you know what is AI. And the merge of both are confidential AI. That's pretty amazing, because with take TDX technology, we are able to run AV AI model, AI framework too. And these frameworks, this AI model, are able to compute any kind of data in this private environment. And even better, you can monetize every step of the AI pipeline. Like, you can monetize your private data to train a model, or you can monetize inference of your trained model. You can monetize everything, but in a private way. And we've got a pretty cool use case with ELISA OS. I think everybody here know what is ELISA OS. It's a really powerful AI framework, able to do a lot of stuff because you can plug it to any kind of tool. All the community built some amazing plugin. We are running ELISA OS in an enclave in this black box, so you can think about a lot of any kind of interaction on-chain, off-chain, but always in a private way, thanks to TEE, thanks to confidential computing. And there is a lot of use cases every day in every field, like research, finance, or healthcare. If you think like every day you are providing data, and every day these data are definitely private, so we should be really careful right now, because I don't know if you, I think there is a big data, breach 2 weeks ago about Google or Facebook. I think they lost 16 billion of login and password, stuff like that. That's crazy. And even after a breach like that, people don't realize that they need confidentiality. They need confidential computing in every field. So I talked about the builder side, because we are providing easy tool, like it's easy plug and play. It's package. You can a builder can install it by running npm install. It's for builder. So we enable them to integrate confidential computing in their project. But on the end user side, the cool thing is MCP server. What is an MCP server? It's a protocol, a standard protocol, enabling AI agent to communicate with any kind of tool. Like I told about, like interact with Gmail, Google Agenda, whatever. Thanks to this MCP server, you can easily interact with everything without knowing any kind of code. And with the IXEC MCP server, you can use confidential computing tools, IXEC tools, just by prompting, like, could you protect my data? This data? Yeah, sure. And it will trigger data protector and protect your data and return everything about your protected data. And then you can say, oh, and now can you compute or provide or monetize my data with an IXEC application created by any kind of builder? You can do that with MCP server. So that's pretty cool, because as I said, confidential computing, decentralized confidential computing sounds quite complicated. But with these all new technologies, you can now interact with this technology easily just by prompting, just by installing some really some simple package. And about AI, we joined the AI Unbundled Alliance. We are not alone in this AI field. We are working closely with different partners, like ITIL, yeah, it's a big one, ITIL. We are working with them. They are providing computing power for us, and we are building something huge for confidential AI. So, just about what comes next in the IXEC roadmap. I talked about TDX IAP generator. We've got an ecosystem fund, 1 million, because we wanna help builder grow this ecosystem, build some strong confidential AI projects. So if you've got a project in this field, please come and contact us. Contact me, talk to me. We will help you to build something huge with our tech. I talked about ELISA, and the cool, really cool news, like this privacy tech actually run on a side chain, but we are deploying it on layer 2. It means we are becoming the trust layer for layer. That's amazing. And yeah, I think I have 2 minutes left. Thank you very much. And if you got any kind of question, I think we've got some time left. Thank you.
Yes?
Thanks. Thanks for this great talk. So in the beginning, you mentioned that secrets are stored on-chain, on the blockchain, but blockchain is not confidential. So how exactly do you store secrets on-chain?
Yeah, that's a really cool question. Thanks. On the data protector side, we are encrypting data. The encrypted data is stored on IPFS or Arweave. We are working with Arweave. But it's a decentralized public storage, so it's public. But the data is encrypted, so we are not scared. And the symmetric key we used to encrypt the data, we stored it in the database running in this enclave. So when an IXEC application needs data to process the data, it will get the encrypted data, it will get the symmetric key, the key in the database, and then process the data. And about the blockchain layer, when you are protecting your data or you are deploying an IXEC application, you've got an NFT mint on the chain. So it's with the metadata, it's the identity, it's the ownership. I talked about ownership. If I'm protecting your data, we are minting with our smart contract an NFT linked to your wallet. So you are owning this data, and you can set some governance rule to set some monetization rules if you want. I hope it's clear, yeah? Cool.
Hi, thanks for the talk. Do you have any tools that allow on-chain verification of the attestations coming out of the enclave?
Okay, the attestation, it's a hardware-based technology, and we are working with Intel. So the attestation is provided by Intel. So you need for sure to trust the provider. But the attestation is provided by Intel, yeah. So it's not on-chain.
Hey, have you implemented a plugin in ElisaOS to facilitate the integration with your solution?
Yeah. So we've done two projects with ElisaOS. We are running ElisaOS in Enclave, able to manage a Twitter account, an X account, and we build a plugin too. So Elisa is able to interact with IXEC tools, and the plugin is available in the plugin community website. But you know, right now we are focusing on MCP server because ElisaOS, it's a kind of MCP server at the end. Like you can build plugin and interact with any kind of tool, and ElisaOS is autonomous. So yeah, we've got a plugin, but we are not focusing on that right now. Thank you.
We will prepare for another presentation.
So the IXEC booth, it's just on the right. So you can come and ask any kind of any question and talk about your project, AI, or whatever you want. See ya. Thanks.